Hey everyone, Richard Metalfan here, bringing you guys an old school album review. And today I'm decided to review all of the Slayer's albums as part of their leading up to their farewell tour. And like I said, last time we reviewed Show No Mercy, today we're going to be looking into their second album, Hell Awaits, which was released in September of 1985. Now, this is their second album, like I just mentioned, and with Hell Awaits, it shares like more of a step up from Show No Mercy, like everything, like the band pretty much stepped up their game with this album. Like Tom Araya's vocals just got more gruffier, or just the drumming from Dave Lombardo just gotten better, and like Carrie and Jeff sort of like developed like a keener sense of like songwriting and wrote material that Slayer showed in like sort of like their most darker, most sinister, more so than like their on their next album, Rain and Blood, but that won't even live up to this one. But anyway, when Hell Awaits sort of like combines sort of like elements at Slayer that we haven't really seen since this album's release, just like sort of like the lengthy sort of run times. Like there's like literally only 7 tracks on here, and just sort of like the progressive nature on here is here, and just more than anything, this entire your album has sort of like the atmosphere that is pretty much disturbing, being it just like it just sounds like it's recorded in hell, and just evil sounding. Hence the title, Hell Awaits. It's just the instrumentation is just also has a like very creepy sound. Thing just like sort of like the intros in here are just whoa. But yeah, just like everything is just. I think this album is just evil, but in a good way. I just love this album. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive into this track by track. Now, the album opens up with the title track, Hell Awaits, which starts off with sort of like some backwards, like weird thing saying like join us, which sort of like also has some like demonic cries, and soon enough the actual music starts and the guitar duo of Carrie and Jeff throw out some riffs that seem sort of like the heaviest ever. Like I said, the intro lasts about 3 minutes, and eventually Tom sort of like chimes in with sort of like scathing lines about hell. Just a very pure thrashy track and just evil sounding. Kill Again, similar to like the previous track, takes a while to really get going. I mean, sort of like due to like another kind of like lengthy intro section, but when it does, just look out. This is pretty much, in my opinion, Tom's like best performance on this album, as he sounds like every bit of like a serial killer, and he's emulating it. At Dawn They Sleep is one of Slayer's masterpieces. It's 6 minutes long and has like 3 tempo changes. It goes from like thrashy fast to sort of like slowing down to like freaking like even more like thrashy fast and stuff. It just goes by a lot quicker than like the runtime suggestions on here. Praise of Death doesn't do a whole lot of the way for the variation, but the frantic pace and like sort of like vicious vocal delivery makes up for it. Necrophiliac is very cool. It opens up with a quick sort of like very odd guitar riff, and soon enough it picks up to like typical very like awesome Slayer speed. And the lyrics are just great, and it sort of like reeks of like Kerry King riffs, and just it's sickeningly awesome. Crypts of Eternity, in my opinion, is the album's best track on here. It opens with a guitar riff that is more eerie than flat out twisted, and the song has the best production value out of like anything out on this album, and the guitars are very prominent on here, and it just sounds like the guitars pull it off from like the opening riffs, the random licks, the solo, and just pure twisted genius. And without a doubt, this is also like guitar wise the finest moment on here. And it's pretty much like the longest song on here as well. It's like 6 minutes and 40 seconds long. I'm sorry, I get butchered it up, but it just throws enough variation. And then Hardening of the Arteries closes it out, and it pretty much shapes up for, I guess, like a lot of people would say it's the weakest track of the album, but it's still pretty good and has like great riffs and just everything. Like, god damn. Like Hell Awaits was one of like the unsung and Slayer masterpiece in Slayer's discography. It's right up there with like the next album, Rain and Blood, which we'll talk into next time. and is like more superior than to likes of like South of Heaven or Seasons in the Abyss. But yeah, if I were to give this album a score, I would probably it's definitely going to be a 10 out of 10 for me. It's probably much up there with, of course, well, you'll probably guess what I'll give Rain and Blood next, but that's neither here or there in this video. But yeah, that's my review of Hell Awaits, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and I'll see you all in the next review of Slayer's discography, and keep it metal.